We're live.
Happy New Year, everyone.
You want to go through there and say hi to everybody in chat, Robin?
I sure will. Let me get up to the top. Sunfish King, hello and welcome. Rustic Outdoors. Now this one I'm going to slaughter. Eileen, okay. Jason Lamb. Big Wrench Catfishing. And I think that's did I miss anyone?
No, I think you got them all.
And then, of course, Double Hook Angling up here.
Oh, yeah. We also had Mike's Fishing Home. That was the first one in here from this morning when I created this. So
there's Dave Gachard just came in the house.
Dave Garcher.
There you go. See, you know how to pronounce these names.
I learned.
You learned it, huh?
Yeah, the hard way. Hello, Eileen. Hello, Piggy. I know Piggy's not too far behind.
Hi, Piggy.
Out that mold.
I told Piggy he should try some Rocky Mountain chitlins.
Oh boy!
Over in Eileen's live, and he goes, "I would eat the chitlins, but I won't eat the Rocky Mountain oysters." I'm like,
I'd be more apt to eat the Rocky Mountain oysters than the chitlins.
Yeah, but I told him I wouldn't tell him what the chitlins are made out of.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that one.
Please
do. That could go a lot of ways.
Well, you already know what the Rocky Mountain chitlins are made out of anyway.
Yeah. It's which end do you want to eat? The front or the back?
The upper or the lower, huh?
No, which side, right or left?
I lost the hook, and now I can't find it.
Because it's made from right, middle, and left.
There you go.
I lost the hook on my floor.
Don't let your dog walk through there. He'll find it.
That's why I'm trying to find it. But the bad thing is I got one of them painted floors that has them spread out sprinkle things, and you cannot find nothing. If you drop a bolt or a screw, you got to kind of like look at the angle and
looking for the glare, huh?
Okay, everybody in chat, I did post a link to StreamYard, so if you want to join me, Double Hook, and Robin up on panel, you just go through the link at the top of chat and come on in. Hey, Don R., how are you doing, bud?
Uncle Don.
Hi, Don.
Happy New Year.
Don, if you want to come up and say a few words, you can go to the top of chat and click on the StreamYard link and come on in.
Come in, Uncle Don. I miss you.
Yeah, we all miss you, Don. So, while we're waiting for somebody, I want to play something for everybody.
That's an evil laugh.
I love my evil laugh. Don't you?
No, because sometimes it's very scary.
Hey, it just shows you my mischievousness, how mischievous I can be.
Oh, Lordy.
I should be playing.
It is. I just don't hear it.
Oh, Mason's got one too. Double up.
Woo! Woo! Trying to get in all these lines, J-Dog.
Huh? It's all right. Just turn sideways a little bit. Make you go where you want.
Excuse me, sir. You're in the way.
Good old Tara.
J-Dog's good at getting in the way. Hey, yeah,
I had the
welcome
best
in, bud.
time. Hi, Yak Shore.
Hi, Yak.
Hold up a little bit.
You see, you and Double Hook,
Yeah, he's
I will
nice.
teach you how to do.
Ooh, baby.
I will teach you and Double Hook how to do this later on.
He's
All
a
right.
good fishy.
That'd be good.
Hey,
Oh,
Coastal Water,
nice. Woo.
Hi, Coastal Water.
Oh man, that's good.
hey, James Bailey, welcome in.
Holy crap.
Able to help with this one yet.
Shut up.
How's it feel, Robin?
Yeah, he's never been. He's in the 20s. Gotta be.
Your first
James Bailey.
big
Happy
cat,
New Year.
blue cat.
Yeah, sure, that is Robin's. That is Robin's blue cat.
Okay.
It's like,
Tara's
James,
just filming it for me.
wasn't it like 18 or something?
It was 17 something. So we just rounded it down to 17. I think it was 17.82 or something like that, but it's an easy 17.
So is that your new PB?
It is the only blue cat I've ever caught in my life. So yes, that is my new PB. And J-Dog, because I caught my PB on his boat, he gave me the Uncle Lou rod that I caught it on. So I have my first
Okay.
Uncle Lou rod.
Boom. There
And
you go.
I have ordered 2 more. I mean, yeah, that was like the best fight ever. That fish did not want to come up off the bottom. He was covered in mud.
Oh yeah, those blues in the wintertime, you'd be pulling the submarine up off the bottom.
That's what it felt like. It felt like it was suction cup to the bottom of the river. I was surprised I was able to break it free.
DHA saying hello, Double Hook.
Do what?
DHA saying hello, Double Hook. Oh, I gotta take off that share screen for a minute. We got an honored guest coming up.
Ooh,
You ready?
always. Uncle Don, Happy New Year.
Hi, Don. How are you?
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
Good. How you doing, Don?
I'm doing great. My new year is going to be lots of new PBs for me. Right?
There you go.
Yep.
Got a great bunch in here again.
Oh yeah, we got a great bunch. I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad you're out of the hospital and you're on recovery.
Yep.
I love your new puppy.
Thank you, James. Thank you, Donald.
Hey, Big Matt.
Yep, Big Matt came in and Donald Long came in.
Hello, Donald Long. So what'd you name your new puppy?
Patches.
Patches? That's a cool name.
She's a wild woman tonight, though. Oh, she must have slept too much today, but she's just been on a roll for the last hour or so.
Oh, I could get Robin's dog going again.
No, I just got him settled again.
That might do it to her, too. I finally
What
get
kind of dog is she, Uncle Don?
Ready?
Yeah.
She's a Legato Romanolo.
Oh, okay. A pulley.
A what?
Well, it looks like a pulley.
I sure heard
I don't know what a pulley is.
it's like a curly coated lab.
They're an ancient old breed all the way
Right.
back to maybe Roman times.
Uh-huh.
very popular in Serbia.
They almost went extinct because when Italy drained all the swamps and made channels, everybody quit duck hunting. So,
What's wrong, Robin?
pardon?
Nothing.
That ain't
We're
what you
listening.
were saying.
He's teasing my puppy.
Any puppy in earshot is going to get tortured with that one.
Come on. Here, you can come and see them.
Oh my
that's
God.
pretty.
They're the base breed for all poodles and most water dogs, including the golden retriever. That's how old the breed is. What's that?
She looked right at the phone for a minute.
She
It's a
thought
good thing
it
he's chewing on his buffalo hoof.
Yeah,
Yes.
every
He'll take a
time,
bite out of my neck here soon.
every time Dave looks down, I hit that squeaker, and he looked up at the screen like, "What the hell is that?"
That's Avid for you.
I keep waiting to be molested by my dog from behind.
We went on a fishing scouting trip today, but she slept the whole time. Now she's full of it. Ow.
Coastal says Beacon
She
is
does
looking
show
at the phone.
But we couldn't even get close to the water, much less on the water today.
Coastal,
Everything got-
that's me with one of my dog's squeaky toys.
Our water's still frozen.
Yeah. and that
We loaded up our
storm threw all
poles in the
boats
truck. We got all our gear ready. We went out to the pond and we went, really?
You see, you know one thing? I don't have to go bait fishing right now. I got skipjack in the freezer, I got shad in the freezer, and I got a live well full of bluegills.
There you go. Yeah, Gregory went and started to walk on the ice, and I told him not to go too far. And then he broke through and got about shin deep. And he was like, "Oh, that's cold." I told him to get back
More
before he
interesting.
falls in. But we
Yeah.
pushed a few cedar trees out.
I went and picked up my eyeglasses yesterday, and I talked to the eye doctor to check me out. And he asked me if I made the appointment to see the eye surgeon.
Are you gonna go get eye surgery?
I have to if I want to be able to see out of my left eye again.
You got cataract?
He says it's cataract, but some form, I forgot what he called it.
Yeah, I thought you said something a week or two about it.
It's something
I thought
about
maybe-
dealing with welders and jackhammers, some kind of construction form of cataract from eye damage.
I thought maybe they were going to put magnifiers in there so you could be more proud of them little fish you catch.
But hey, I don't know. Let me see something here a minute.
We'll have to go sometime, Avid.
Oh yeah, I'd love to go fishing with you anytime, Don.
Don, where are you at?
North Dakota.
Holy cow.
We're
See,
the
Don,
center of North America. East to west, north to south.
See, Don, fishing a thumbnail is I think is a 20-pound channel cat.
Yeah.
That's out of a local lake up here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. They've been catching more catfish every year up here through the ice, but they aren't really looking for the catfish. They're always everybody wants walleye.
I
But
see Lake Journeys.
you get up a little bit shallower and you start getting into the big pike and the muskie and the catfish and your bigger fish. But I gotta get everything out of storage this week and be ready to go by Saturday.
AC Legs.
That's my goal.
AC Legs, welcome. Here's a picture you like, double hook. I'll bring it up here in a minute, but someone's in the basement.
Hey, Backlash.
Oh,
Hi, Backlash.
coming in. Hey,
Hi,
Coastal.
Coastal.
Hi, Coastal.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
you doing, Coastal?
Doing good. Yelling at the TV. I'm watching college football.
Hello,
Oh,
Hey, Panda.
Hey, Panda.
me.
I see you took that shirt off finally, Panda.
yeah, it finally came off.
Hey, GH, there you go.
Look, it's a
Very good,
fish.
crappie.
How do you like that coffee?
That's a nice crappie.
She says, "Oh, it's cute."
I love my tail.
She's got her little potato.
There you
Look,
Wow.
Well,
Ooh.
I'll bring you
About
guys
5.5
some
cups of
walleye
coffee.
fishing for some coffee fishing.
And then tail.
mhm.
Hey, there's my best one right there. 2.5
When was
pounds.
this, Avid?
That was May, around May 28th.
Me.
I just jigged
Yeah, I'm
up
patting you. Over in the back.
at Carlisle Lake. Whoops. Dang it. What did I do?
Who knows?
Maybe we should have a pool to see how many PBs I can get this year for me.
Go, 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 go. Oh, sorry.
Let's see. I'm betting you
So
get
where's your puppy at, Coastal?
I'm back.
Panda's back.
Bacon.
Hey,
Bigger.
Panda.
Small.
Here.
Bigger. Small. And more. Oh.
Hey,
I'm gonna
bacon.
drive dogs nuts over that thing.
Boy, she looks like my dog,
My
except
bigger
without
bite.
curly hair.
Yeah,
And my
she's
bigger.
a dog.
Yeah, it's
I'm
more
trying to find that
not as
And my gray.
curly, but he does have.
Yeah. Yeah. Bigger. Bigger.
There you
Look,
go.
Panda,
There
here's a real puppy for you. Don't they look a lot alike?
Yeah, they got a lot of similar.
I'm back.
He wants to go. I wonder what he's going to do.
Crazy hillbilly. Good evening.
Bigger.
Oh, there's one I
He'll
wanted
be
to
back.
get to again.
I'm sure.
See if we can find that. See if we can find that big cat.
What? I know he's gotta bring his toys.
Bigger.
Yeah, with his Australian Shepherd with this coat, I like it. It doesn't, I guess, like pull out as much.
Right.
What are y'all doing? Brandon, yeah.
And I get attacked.
Y'all are special. Y'all know that.
I know it. I know
I was
to do
doing
that.
that
Oh,
for you, Robin.
It's back my turn.
What's that, Uncle Don?
Bigger. Me.
that's allowed, please.
Billy took care of mermaid.
Oh,
I'm
he
sorry,
did.
Panda, I had a dog in my ear.
Mermaid.
Hey, Hillbilly. I haven't even gone back to look in the chat.
Hey, Guerrero, Brad Gray, how you doing?
Very
Backlash.
40. About third from the bottom.
Hey, Crazy Hillbilly.
All right.
I
Hey,
don't know.
Happy New Year, Guerrero.
Backlash is live.
Down and not on top of. Or, oh,
Come on.
I don't know who's sitting on who the most.
They can't find it.
No.
Hmm.
My God.
Is Bacon your buddy?
Ammo. Ammo. Ammo.
One picture I want to show you, I can't find it, but I have it.
I know. I know. I know. Don't be. Don't be. Go green. Go green.
She can have to come babysit this
Bye-bye.
one
Bye-bye.
until
Bye-bye.
Okay. Okay. Ah, come on.
Mom.
Who you pulling for? The red or white?
White.
Hi, Guerrero. Happy New
I'll
Year.
pull for the red. I don't know.
A blue red.
What?
Pulling for the red team.
All right. Here's a question for everybody up on the panel. What's one thing that you most liked about 2022? One thing.
I have mine.
I know yours.
No, it's not catching the blue.
Okay.
It's becoming part of the catfish family. I've only started catfishing since September.
Oh,
That's cool.
ow. Yeah.
Well, I guess getting her out fishing more, her catching her catfish.
There you go.
That's cool.
Go ahead, Don.
For me, it was way back in the spring, early spring, when I got to watch the burbot eggs hatch.
Oh, cool.
Oh, up at the hatchery.
Yep.
I remember
That'd
that.
be cool.
That was awesome.
Well, for me, it would just be starting to do lives and going, meeting everybody, and now I got a couple hundred more friends. So
And a couple hundred more friends.
yeah, I can't see chats. I just hear who's coming in from what you guys say. But everybody in chat, happy New Year, and
Happy New Year, Jeff.
Happy New Year, Jeff. Happy New Year, Palmetto Cats.
Mm-hmm.
See, Jeff, I got a new cat for tomorrow.
I will say this: I enjoy helping people with my channel. Always have and always will. Alvin Lewis, hello.
Kevin, hi. Palmetto Cats is in the house. Hi, Alvin.
I am Cuffy Palmetto.
Big.
Hi, Alvin.
Oh, bye.
Hey, Robin.
Yes.
This is my favorite one right here.
Wee.
Wow. Nice.
Oh.
that's nice.
That one's 65 pounds.
Hey, Solo.
Ricky.
That's a 65-pound blue. Caught out
Solo
of the
Tex and Adventures is in the house.
Hey, Solo.
Solo.
Welcome in, bud.
Kevin, did you happen to see my PB catfish?
Hold on a minute. I'll bring it back up. I'll bring it up for him.
All right.
I did, Robin. I even watched you do it live.
I watched it too.
That was crazy. That was
I didn't see it live, but I went back and watched.
Okay. Guess I would try.
It was actually an amazing feeling catching something so heavy.
All right. Good.
We're talking.
Hmm.
We're talking.
Yes.
Ta-da. Tell them about it. Robin?
Well, I was with J-Dog and Tara and Mason, and we were on the Ohio River, and we had been we've moved a couple times because we kept getting those little ones that were just pecking and not committing. And as we were sitting there and we were talking and laughing and just cracking jokes, all of a sudden the rod went down and I was up and got it. And I think the first words out of my mouth as I was reeling in Black Panda's ears was oh damn, because it felt good. And it was the best. And you know what? The whole day was so great because I had driven in downpouring rain to get there. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I brought a raincoat. I'm not going to let the weather get me down. I'm just going to go fishing. And, if we have to go back and, take Tara and Mason back because they didn't want to hang, I wanted to hang. And Tara let me take the first fish, and hers was going to be the second. Unfortunately, the rods that we were at never got another bite. Well, we got little bites, but nothing committed. And at the same time that I was reeling mine in, Mason got his. And so we had a double on. And we were teasing Tara and J-Dog that Mason and I were a team and we were going to beat them. And they never caught a fish, but Mason and I did. So it was fun. It was a great time. Then I got to go meet Sandy and Van. And it was just a great, great time. Let me tell you, I was exhausted.
I bet you enjoyed that one.
Oh my gosh. You couldn't ask for nicer people. Welcomed me in their home knowing I'd be tired. They said, come on in, go ahead and sleep on the couch. You're more than welcome. You don't have to drive back to Michigan, and get, be tired driving back in the dark and everything else. And so we did. Oh, Turtle Lady.
Huh?
Happy New Year, Turtle Lady.
Hey, Miss Turtle.
Pop on up here if you want, Angelina. The link's top of chat.
Hi, Turtle Lady. Tell your son I said hello.
You see the message?
And thank you, Jeff. I'm really proud of my first blue. And it's not going to be my only blue.
Now, you guys remember, tomorrow night, we have Jeff Beal going to be as a guest.
Hope he's ready.
Can you sit down?
You know Jeff Beal's going to be in the hot seat. I want to wish everybody a happy New Year, but we'll probably still be live at midnight.
Beacon, you're backlashing me.
Backlash, you backlash yourself easy.
Well, Beacon just backlashed me here.
I can get Beacon to do it again.
Now, is it Beacon or Bacon?
Beacon.
Okay.
Like a light beacon from a lighthouse.
Lighthouse or a buoy beacon or nautical beacon.
Thank you.
Happy New Year, Stan.
Double hook. At some point, I want to send you an email because I see a few colors I like, but I want different sizes than what's on your website.
Oh, yeah.
On my website.
Or don't you have? Or well, no.
I'm gonna say my website ain't up yet.
I do want to double hook with us.
Or maybe it was somebody else's site I was looking at, but they had jigs just like yours that you sent me.
Yeah, Backlash.
I look at so many different websites a day. It's funny.
Yeah, no, you're fine, bud. You've got my email, of course.
Yeah.
Just email me what size you want, the head color, the body color, and the tail color.
Okay.
That's all you got to
Sounds
do.
good.
I'll make it happen.
Because I'm trying to get some, make some double hook jig rigs like that for shad fishing this year.
For your hickory shad and stuff.
For hickory shad and American shad.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I thought she said Chad.
Yeah.
Not Shad.
Dad.
He's going after Chadwick, is he?
That's what it sounded like.
I'm going out there bait for him.
Well,
There
hey,
you go.
if you want to go after Chad, all you have to do is throw a bare hook and hook into him.
The shad here, which are hickory shad, are like first cousins to skipjacks.
Yeah. Or
But they
maybe-
only come through March, April, and May when they go up the rivers to spawn.
Yeah.
And they'll go up the river, spawn, and they go back out in the ocean. So we only have them here for like maybe a month or so at a time.
You see that?
Wow.
It's
No,
not like
what
I
I
don't
do-
have enough.
Normally what I do is I put a 1/4 ounce jig head on the back hook and an 1/8 on the front hook.
Dang, those are huge.
Which one would you showing, DHA?
These are 8s. These
Yeah.
are 8s, and these are about as big as I use around here.
I use a 1/8 on the front and a 1/4 on the back because we have a lot of current in the
Yeah.
rivers during that time of year. So it has to get down in the current.
Well, you know, you can run smaller jigs and just drop shot it. You put a put a bank sinker on the. Here, hold on a minute. Sorry, I'm making a bunch of noise.
See,
But yeah.
I use a
Put you a
1/3
bank sinker like that on there.
Hold on, let me
Yeah.
go. There you go.
And none of that
Yeah.
shad.
Use your bank sinker like this.
Yeah.
Even if you got to go and get you a 3 ouncer,
Yeah.
and then use the smaller ones tied on. And then this way, when you do this, the bank, this weight can hit the bottom, but your jigs are still up off the bottom and won't get hung up.
Now, are you talking?
But see, when
Now-
I go that way, I go with a 3/4 ounce bank
Yeah.
weight.
Yeah, because around here there's so many trees and stuff on the bottom. If you do that, the weight gets hung up.
Well, yeah.
And I'm also-
The weight gets hung
It's
up,
kind
you
of-
still have the jigs back.
It depends on your condition. Around here, we ain't got nothing but sand, so.
And I'm also using 4-pound test normally and ultralight rods.
Yeah.
And that much
Well,
weight on those?
a 1/4 ounce is still awful heavy.
Yeah, that's about the highest my rod goes to. But
Well, when the
That's
rod
fine.
says 1/4 ounce, it's meaning total, not just each one.
I know. Might be why I backlashed or went not the real
Might
so
be.
much.
But you are the only one that I've ever heard of backlashing a push button reel.
I didn't backlash the push button reel. I tested the tip off of the rod.
Oh,
Hey, he hasn't back, like you said, he hasn't backlashed that push button real yet. Keyword. Yet.
Jeff Beal wants to know double
Well,
hook. Looks like he's already
technically
melted
the-
some lead
that
to make
little
some jigs
Kitty
out
one
of
where
that
the line
lead.
goes through the rod. I tangled it up pretty good last year.
yeah.
It wasn't all that great anyway.
What did they say?
Hold on, I'll post it on screen.
Uh-oh. Double hook.
Double hook looks like he's already melted some lead to make some jigs out of that mold.
What
Yep.
I like about that, Jeff, look at the pot that he has. It's not one of those, smaller pots. It's one of those crock pot looking deals.
Yeah, he's got one of the big pots.
Yeah, I got a small pot too. It's over here.
Yeah, but the one that you got in front of you, that's a big one.
See, I got a small one too, but then I got a 20-pound.
Now, the 20-pound one, is that the same height up as the 10-pound one?
From the deck up to the bottom, they're within a 1/2 inch.
Okay.
And this one here's got this, so you can set where you can set and ride this on it to get it right, but I don't like it. I just rather freehand and look underneath.
Right.
Because if you don't hit that right in that center where that little hole's at, and you hit the side of the cup and it swirls in there, you can get heads that may pour, but like this one, see how I didn't pour the whole thing?
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you do in that case? You put
These ones here, I set aside, and I'll throw them in a box that I'll just use them like this and put a piece of worm or something on it.
there you go.
Because I don't get too many of these. It's like out of this whole thing, there's probably 300 in there now. But out of this whole thing, I've only got this one mess up. So
That's not bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, couldn't you still tie it with, or are you afraid that it would separate the hook?
no, you can still tie it, but it's not going to be the same weight as the other ones because the
Gotcha.
other ones, do you see they got a full collar on it? This one I haven't broke the slag off yet, but these ones still have a full collar on it. And if you're missing part of that, it's going to not sink the same rate or whatever. I don't know. I'm just kind of picky, I guess.
Well, I learned what crappie look like on the Garmin. So in the catfish. So it was like, if you can't get one of those crappie to bite out of all that stack, you're not using the right thing.
Well, I'm going to tell you, we went to this heated dock, me and Sunfish King and Pond Hopper TV. We all went
Yeah.
to this heated dock, and there's a guy there the week prior with Live Scope, and there was 1,000 fish down there. We couldn't get nothing to bite. Well, the second week was when I went with Pond Hopper and them. That was just this last Wednesday, and Sunfish King, and I think Jared, one of the guys from Pond Hopper, Jared, he caught like 4 or 5 fish, but over 8 hours. So there was just nobody. I mean, there was like 12, 15 people there throughout the day, and nobody caught anything.
I love that face, Coastal.
Sorry.
No, that's funny. That's what
I mean, just sometimes I mean, there may be thousands of fish, but both times pressure's falling like crazy, front coming through type stuff. It just is what it is.
Sounds like my luck.
But we had a lot of fun talking and visiting and getting to know each other and everything else. So it was worth it to me.
That's how I feel, Jeff. Dave. J-Dog and Tara and I were talking about whether or not we should go live that day. And I was like, we went live the last time I was here. Let's just, since Tara didn't get to come last time, let's just sit and talk. I didn't have to have it, streaming live or anything for the fish to be realized. She was smart enough to grab a camera. I grabbed the pole, and I didn't even think of it even getting it on film at that point. It was a fish on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So what are your fishing goals this year, Coastal?
Catching my flounder and flounder season.
Catching your flounder so you can eat it?
Yeah, so I could take it home and eat it. Because we went when did we first go to the
2023.
why?
They've already said no flounder until 26.
Why?
I said it won't be enough this year.
Oh.
Well, that could change between now and all September. but
Okay, hopefully. Granted, September is open season for us for
Well,
flounder,
they-
but now they
they got
haven't.
a 5-year moratorium, 3-year moratorium on them.
They will put a
What?
ban on it. Ban. I guess that won't be my fish goal.
I want you to catch a 40 or 50 pound drum.
I would like to too.
I'd
You're
rather eat
going to
flounder.
take it.
Hey, I'd rather eat
My goal is to catch
flounder
a fish
than
bigger than panda.
But well, earlier this year we went to the beach and it was with Batlash, Bearded Eagle, Bananas. No, he didn't go that time.
Me, you, Bananas, and Buried Eagle. We're all 4 live.
Okay. We were all like Batlash said, we were all live. I caught 3 one perfect flounder of size, 2 just a few inches off. I'm like, and they're like felt like my personal best in flounder, but of course I couldn't keep them. So I'm like, yeah, flounder is my fish. If I had to have a fish that to me is I'll have catfish, I have bass and stuff, but flounder is like my fish or species. But we'll like to definitely try to do like drum at some point. That would be fun to try to catch.
What about you, Evan?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm gunning for the state record flathead and a state record muskie this year.
And you, Donar?
What was the question?
What is your goal in fishing for 2023?
Oh, for me, it's just being able to go fishing without falling in the water.
Well, that'd be a good thing.
That's a goal.
Yeah, I remember that one, Don. Launching your boat and you fell out of fell in the water where you're launching it.
Yeah.
As on a Channel Cat tournament.
Yeah, I don't
You're going-
stumble and fall anymore. The reason for that was I was suffering from severe malnutrition and my body was living off my muscle tissue, and that's why I kept getting weaker and weaker, and I couldn't walk or anything. So, but
Yeah, that was during that tournament where you were facing off with Turtle Lady.
But I used to be able to put my hand around my bicep. Now I'm getting a gun there. I got 22s already. I'm going for 45.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah, so look out this year.
You can put Dave Lehman in contest for Mr. Muscle.
Yeah, I still
Dave.
January I got to go to Mayo Clinic to get the problem fixed, but at least I know how to deal with it now. So I gained about 22 pounds.
Well, you look good.
Months, and I haven't loosened my belt one notch yet. It's all been going back, feeding the muscles. I've been drinking a muscle builder type
Right.
Protein drink.
Thing.
Yeah, a lot of protein drinks.
Good.
So I do about 80 to 100 grams of protein a day, and that's what basically what my body's living on right now. I still can't keep any food down or anything, but it took them a year and a half or better to figure that out.
Wow.
Well, you're looking good, and you're on the road to recovery at least.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're in the road to recovery. That's a good thing.
I prayed this
Absolutely.
summer that I could walk again, and now I can do that without falling over.
That's
You
good.
had, us, you had us scared there for a while.
Yeah.
Had me scared for a while.
And Dave, what is your goal?
To pour 12,000 jigs and tie them all.
Nice.
Is that too many? That's only 1,000 a month.
Well, you do that in a week.
No, I probably pour that many in a week.
It take him 6 months to tie 18,000 jigs.
I don't even know how much in there. See, I would say, yeah, that's only that. That's like 250 a week. That's doable.
Well, if you
Yeah.
do 100 jigs a day, like you set your goal to be, you can have that done in almost like 5-6 months.
Yeah. But I got all the hooks and I got all the powder and I even
Yeah, I'm looking.
here, I'll give you a sneak peek. This I wasn't going to show this yet, but I even put a TV out here in my shop with all my powder coats and stuff there, and then all my pouring equipment here and stuff. So now I'll come out here. I'll throw the Roku up there, and I'll come out here and I'll watch a movie while I'm pouring jigs.
Thank you, Solo.
Too bad you can't watch YouTube while you're pouring jigs.
Well, that's why I got the Roku, so I could put the YouTube app up there, and I'll stream my channel and stuff. Why I got you guys sitting over here, and you'll be able to instead of just seeing me pour jigs and be bored, I'll have it to where you can see the TV and you can watch fishing ones. Then me, and me pouring too, but
That's
But
good.
I
No,
mean,
I like
I did
watching
it.
you do your jigs.
there's
Guess what I
nothing
got
more
this weekend?
There's nothing more boring than sitting here in a quiet garage doing nothing but pouring jigs, So what I started doing recently is to catch up on all these people that, we watch and everything. I'll set my phone here like it is, but instead of, showing me, it'll be playing YouTube videos while I'm, doing all of this so I can get caught up on everybody.
There you go. Guess what I got over the weekend? A deer
What?
tail.
Yeah.
I got to take the meat and bone out of it yet, though.
Did you get those jigs?
Yes,
The
thank you.
The painted jig heads.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm like in love.
Well, now
You
you
should
now
see
you
the
can,
feathers.
huh?
You should see the feathers I have prepared for them.
Okay. Did you get them all dyed up?
The feathers? No,
Yeah.
no. Between
What kind
getting
of
the
feathers
family
did you
ready.
get?
What's that?
What kind of feathers did you get?
They're quail feathers, but I've got some of them that are ribbed. You know how you buy like the rubber and
Yeah,
it
yeah,
has
yeah,
like
yeah.
the lines in it?
Yeah.
Well, these feathers have the lines in it
Oh, okay.
already.
Yeah. Quail
And
feathers.
so,
They're just. Are they bob whites?
no,
What are they?
cortonics.
Huh?
Cortonics, and some of them are pansy fees
Yeah.
from the cortonics family.
Yeah.
Some of them are jumbo whites. Some of them are amber
So you got a whole mix.
rosettas.
You got a mix of them. Man.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Rusty.
Yeah, we did little bob whites one year, and we did 100 of them, but they all snuck out of the boys left the little fence open, and they all snuck out and became wild. And there's probably still cubbies of them running around out there.
Rustic, I slapped you back in 1812.
But Robin, I want
Yes,
some
sir.
feathers.
All right, I'll send you some. Do you want them
And you don't have to
pre-dyed
send
or
me
do
a
you
lot,
want to
just
dye yourself?
Send me a little zip bag full of them or something.
Hi, Rustic. Happy New Year's.
Hey,
Do you want them
Rustic,
pre-dyed? Do you want me to dye them for you or do you want to dye them?
I don't care.
What do you want?
Surprise me.
All right.
Send me some of both. I don't care.
Hey,
Well, if you don't have the
Hey,
dye
Rustic.
stuff, I
Well, I
don't
don't
mind
have the
dyeing it.
dyeing stuff,
I just like,
but I'll use them
I'm
natural too.
experimenting.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, you want to send me some dyed feathers? Send me some dyed stuff. You want to send me some natural? I'll use it.
Do you need some deer hair?
If you got extra.
I got extra for you, buddy. You set me up with heads. I'll set you up with material.
Hey, Robin, are you starting to tie now?
I am, Uncle Don. You know what else I'm going to do?
You take that bucktail and you wrap it around right in the middle.
Yeah.
And when you pull it tight, it pops up and you can sit and trim it off to whatever shape head you want. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Well, it works better if you use the back or the belly of the deer instead of a tail.
Well,
Yeah.
he wanted the whole hide for, to make a hide out of.
Yeah.
So I just asked.
Well,
It
you
was
can
free.
get like little side strips when they clean it up and stuff. But what Don's talking about is you can make deer hair poppers or deer hair top water flies, and I make those too, but I haven't put any on here because they take a while to make. So like some of them can take 30 minutes to make one if it's a really big one.
Yeah.
And especially with all the trimming and everything, and it's like really boring.
Well, see, what I want to try is, you know how they dye they do the rubber legs and they tie it in half and they tie that on and then they flip it back over and make like almost like a collar
Yeah.
out of it, but it's more of a head or a bigger body.
Yeah.
And I want to try that with the deer hair.
That'd
But-
be cool.
Yeah. And then another one I saw is where they cut it right after you tied it back and it sprang out.
Yeah.
And the way that you tied it made it spin around. And the tighter you crank it down, it spins around even more. So then it looks like a lion's head all
Yeah.
around the thing.
Yeah.
And that looks really cool. But what I want to see is when I start using them, when I get my pontoon boat, is I want to see what fish go after what type of head. So then that way I know what to concentrate on for what's in my area.
Yeah.
So like, cause the deer hair, it being hollow and the rabbit fur not being hollow shaft,
Yeah.
the absorption of the color is going to be different, but is the way that they fall in the water also.
Well, the deer hair won't fall in the water. The deer hair is
It'll
going to
float.
float.
Yep.
Yeah.
Robin,
Which,
I have 3 tips for you.
okay.
One is when you put your hook in the vise, if you tighten it down too tight near the barb, it'll crack it and then it'll break off right there.
Yep.
A lot of people want to crank them down until they don't move, but if you do, you can crack that spring steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to have a gentle hand.
Yeah.
2,
If you set your,
feathers-
on some of them vices that are spring loaded, if you set your hook too close to the edge, you'll chip your steel on your vise and that'll spring out and you'll just ruin your vise.
Okay.
And 2, take your feathers. If you got the 4th feather from one side, pair them up and take the 4th feather from the other side because they have natural curls in different directions. If you're going to make like a wing or something, that if you use the same feather, part of the wing will curl forward and part will curl backwards.
And that's what I did because the quail are my quail. I
Yeah.
was checking to see which way it was best to prepare them for the dye process. And so far, I'm liking better as rustic slap avid with a brown sugar oatmeal cookie.
Good,
What
that's
I'm
what
finding I
rustic-
like the
trying to
best
throw threats.
is to wash it, rinse it, just in Dawn dish soap, wash it real lightly, rinse it in the cool water because that dissolves the bubbles faster. Not even pat it dry, but kind of like hang them up to drip dry a little bit and then place the whole wing in the dehydrator. And then when I cut off the edge of the skin where the feathers for the wings are at, it keeps the feathers in line, but that's like a leather piece that's holding them together.
Yeah.
So like I could pick out the 4th feather from 2, 3, 4, 5 wings, because when I process them, I probably do 20 or 30 wings at a time.
So, Coastal, what's your favorite food you like to cook?
Sorry.
Caught her off guard on that one. She's like, oh, what?
They're starting the second half for the Georgia and Ohio ball game. Sorry.
I hope Georgia
great.
wins.
It's 28-24, and Ohio State is up for the moment. So they're starting the second half. But favorite foods to cook. I guess it's like what you call like the southern cooking from your things from like habit, like your vegetables. One thing I would like to learn that my dad does really well is Brunswick stew. That is something this year I want or this coming year to actually sit down with them, because I know with him he does like the whole long process with it, and to learn how he does it, to watch him, and because when he like puts a post on Facebook now that he's made it, you have to see like all the comments like, we're bringing a bowl. Or he's got it packed up or bagged up for family members and stuff. So that's one food goal I want to learn to make this year. Or and something that I learned myself is baking trout and cast iron skillet. I like to do that again and try different kind of what I used or when I first started the cast iron. We found a corn relish and kind of put that down and let it cook and kind of what we call season the cast iron, and that really gave a really good flavor for everything.
Right.
So I like to find different, I guess you want to say relishes or seasons, combination of seasons and stuff with the bait trout or maybe any bait fish.
What about the tongue and the ice cream?
That just don't sound like cooking a tongue in ice cream. That's a rustic thing. So what is
She likes cooked tongue. What?
that's a backlash question. Rustic question. Rustic goes, she likes to cook tongue and is ice cream a food.
If you make it, Rusty.
Well, that's something I would like to make is homemade ice cream. That's something I've never done. That would be fun.
So what is Backlash's favorite dish that he likes you to cook?
Anything without sweet peas.
That explains everything right there.
Yeah.
Backlash is just wrong.
He doesn't like sweet peas. Well, I guess you basic your steak and potato. You seem to enjoy like most. Your meat and your potatoes.
Carolina catfish.
That sounds really good. Beef tongue tacos.
Yeah, but you have to know how to clean them and prep them and cook them right just for them to be tender.
The tongue is coastal thing.
They're really
Tongue is easy to cook.
Oh, I know what he's referring.
Not for some
I know what
people
he's referring to. I
I've seen
did
people cook tongue and it's like rubber.
pigtail. Yeah. I did pigtails and butter beans one evening, and yeah.
What was his response to that?
Who?
Backlash.
Backlashes? Oh, he has no problem with that.
How about chicken feet and ham hocks?
No, that I have a problem with.
That's football food. You can sit and chew on them for hours and never get full.
Yeah, but there'd be no meat on those chicken feet.
I mean, I've had a long day. Excuse me. I need to lay this body down that is aching. Mason just kept me going.
Oh, he wore you out.
Oh, he did. He was laughing at me so hard because I fell asleep on the way to go see my pontoon. my new to me pontoon, and I fell asleep because J Dog was driving, and he's like, "You snore," and I said, "I do not snore. I have never heard myself snore." And he's like, "That's not fair. I'm going to record you tonight." Because I slept out on the couch while he slept out on the love seat on the other side just so he could hang out. And he kept telling his dad, because his dad would drive, so I would get out of the seat that was by the poles
I don't
so
know
his
what
dad
is
could
it.
drive the boat. And then when he was done, driving, then I'd go back to the poles, and Mesa kept saying, "I don't want you sitting here, Dad. I want her to come back here and sit. Throw her poles over on this side." So yeah, Mason,
Hey, Robert,
Mason and I we hit it off.
Mason's an awesome little dude.
He is.
Robin, you see that double puck that I made earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you spilled over.
It's all right.
You're that low on lead right now. You need both of them.
That is pretty
He
cool.
couldn't get him apart.
That melting pot.
He had made them, and then they, when they were in the cooling off process, they stuck to one another.
This is all it does.
Oh wow!
Now you can put that right back in, right?
Right.
No. You do that.
Then to get this dust that it picked up off the table,
Yeah.
just go like that.
It's still clean lead. You just got to put it back in.
Yeah,
there.
I just took the dirty part off of it.
Right.
It picked up a little bit of trash off of the. But now this part here is no good. This part here is kind of nasty, and that's not very much. You see how thin that was? It's still a little warm.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's well ventilated in there. He has a fan on and he has a door open.
Yeah. Well, my shop's about 600 square feet, 700 square feet, but the greenhouse doors got air going out it, and there's airflow.
David's
So he's
safe.
being safe, Solo.
And if not, well, I'd have think so.
Uncle Don, Happy New Year. Coastal, Happy New Year.
You too.
Thank you,
Backlash,
Robin.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Robin.
You're welcome, David. And I'll get some feathers out to you. And Abed, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Happy New Year.
Talk to you
Robin,
tomorrow.
when you see that roadkill porcupine, go get yourself some quills. They're nice and hollow.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you come across a roadkill porcupine, pull quills and send them to me, and I'll make some bobbers.
Really?
okay.
Roadkill's a great source.
So
Yeah.
Dave,
Interesting.
Rustic wants to know, was it hot?
Do what?
Rustic wants to know if that lead was hot.
Well, not until I had it for a minute. But see, it didn't even do anything to my thumb.
Happy New Year, Rustic. All right, guys, I'm going to lay a bed and just veg.
All right.
Good night, Robin.
We'll be here.
All right.
Later,
You
Robin.
guys take care.
Bye.
Happy New Year's, Ricky.
Okay.
Oh, now we're down to 4. If anybody wants to join us up here, we still have a link.
That's all I got left out of that box 1,000.
Wow.
Hmm.
If anybody wants to join us up here, there's still a link pinned to the top of chat.
Rusty would, but he's probably in his jammies already.
Uh-huh. He's crying because Bigfoot stepped on his cookies.
Well, that's good. He probably would come up and eat them in front
Cheese
of
it.
you.
Citrus.
Oh, they're warm.
Right now, I'm staying away from sugars and carbs. And my sister made some almond flour brownies with without sugar in them. They have another natural sweetener that's good for it, but they're good, but they're not sweet like they
We
have
got Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
4 pounds of sugar in it.
Somebody's got to pay for it.
Everything tastes sweet when you put 4 pounds of sugar in it.
Well, I'm just saying, you know how brownies taste really sweet after when they're made with sugar?
Mhm.
Weird.
Well, then you make brownies with a natural sweetener and
Weird.
almond flour. It just has a totally different taste.
Yeah. Well, Naomi bakes stuff with almond flour all the time instead of regular flour because I don't like eating flour. So she'll make cookies with almond flour, or we'll make cornbread. If you take cornbread instead of using, when you make homemade cornbread from scratch, instead of using the half a cup of flour that it calls for, you know, with the cornmeal and all that, use a half a cup of almond flour and you'll never notice the difference.
Yeah, I like the almond flour, but it just has a unique taste to it.
A nutty taste.
Mhm.
Well, if you use real butter instead of margarine, I noticed that if you use margarine when you're making recipes with almond flour, it'll give off an oily taste. But if you use real butter, it like caramelizes the almond and it gives it a different taste.
Right. That's what I'm saying is I know my sister uses unsalted butter when she cooks with almond flour,
Yeah.
and it gives a unique taste to it that you can't put your finger on.
Yeah. Well, see, Naomi doesn't like real butter, really. She'd rather have the margarine.
Want to go outside? Are you ready? Let's go.
Yeah, I cook with
Be right back.
butter, so
Come
all
on.
right.
Well, you want to know how much butter we go through in a week? 2 pounds.
Well, I go through about 4 pounds of unsalted butter in a week,
Yeah. Well, we go through 2.
and I buy them by the big pound blocks at either Rulers or Walmart.
Yeah.
The only 2 places I can find them and I can get them cheap. But since I've been staying away from carbs and sugars, I've been doing good.
Yeah. Well, my mother-in-law is she's a retired doctor now, and she just got done fighting cancer and beating it. So she had stage 4 cancer, they gave her about 6 months to live, and she'd been doing research on it, and she did a bunch more research on it, and she found out that the number one cause, or the number one thing that feeds cancer, is sugar. If you can completely eliminate sugar out of your life, and I mean completely eliminate sugar, if you've got cancer, they tell you the first thing to tell you is stop with the sugar. And she stopped with the sugar. She went completely, no sugar whatsoever, no wheat of any kind, no grains, no oats, no sugars at all. Nothing that turns into sugar. No carrots, no apples, no fruit, nothing.
Your carbohydrates are turned into sugar.
Huh?
Your carbohydrates are turned into sugar too.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying she doesn't eat any carbs neither. And she has it now for 4 years, and her cancer has not come back. And she's also lost 80 pounds and is healthier than she's ever been. And she's 74 years old.
I want to slap Rustic with 4 pounds of Mississippi mud.
Well, they got mud again, so you can do that. Mississippi didn't have no mud for a while, just dry dirt.
But the Mississippi mud is really nasty, really stinky, and it's really gross.
Oh, I can imagine. We have swamp ground around here. If you step in some creeks around here, you get that nasty, awful, dead dinosaur smell.
Rustic's saying coastal and
Yeah.
waving to you, coastal. Coastal.
Hmm.
Rustic is saying hi and waving to you.
What are you trying to get yourself into?
Huh?
Oh, wait, you want to answer the phone when I called him earlier?
Batlash tried to call you, Rustic. You want to take his phone call?
Oh, that's getting into what it counts.
What? You left it up here?
I need to drop on me with my phone call.
What are you
Already off.
doing? What? Taco Bell? Y'all did it.
Taco Bell.
Who
They
got
brought the
Taco
taco.
Bell?
They brought the taco pizza back.
A taco
That
Bell.
was
Oh
like,
yeah, Taco Bell brought back the taco pizza.
Oh,
that's like
Avid
the
said
few
his Taco
things.
Bell's in trouble.
no Papa John. No, if there's one restaurant I know that brings it back, I will
Papa
be in
John's?
trouble. No, not Papa John's. It's another one I know,
Oh,
and they make a killer taco pizza.
Off my leg.
see, we're cheap. What we do is we just order a hamburger pizza. Then when we get at home, we put Doritos and a lettuce and all that stuff on
You
ourselves.
want to go to bed? Oh, that's Abbott making you bark.
There goes the neighbor's
I haven't hit no
Maserati.
squeaky toy yet.
Maserati?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's what it sounds like.
Souped up Maserati at that.
Oh.
He said that didn't go about 160.
Oh, tell him not go 160 out of this town.
He said there ain't a cop in town that could catch him.
He's got his own squeaky toy.
Avid's trying to get all the dogs going.
I'm good at getting dogs going.
It's working here.
I know.
See, the good thing about it is my dog goes to bed at about 8 o'clock. It's nothing can wake her up, and she snores and
Great.
Mhm.
Let's go see.
I didn't touch the fire alarm don't go off tonight.
yeah, we finally got to weigh her yesterday, and she weighs 65 pounds now.
So that's Rustic in the year
You know, did say that if we
1814.
get a call around midnight or after, make sure we strap up before we come.
Yeah.
Make sure we have our gun.
Well, anyways, Avid, I need to go inside, bud.
All right.
Naomi's telling me to come in and spend time with her, so
Mhm.
that's why she was. I was telling her to come out here and be with us, and she's in her pajamas. She didn't want to get in the screen. She didn't want to make everybody get an eyeful.
Oh, I understand.
Oh, that's the referee always like.
Your ratings might have went up too high.
The comments in chat might have went off the chart.
Well, this is how many I got done.
Hey, I'll talk to you later about the 160. I was meaning to ask you, what color of paint do you have for your jig heads?
Do what?
What color of paint do you have for your jig heads?
Oh, here you go. I got,
Ooh.
and then all of the.
I was wondering if you had a dark red color.
A dark red.
Like a maroon or a brandy color?
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta find it.
Georgia. Wow.
Did I hear you sing Georgia?
Yes. I'm giving Georgia some hope. Maybe. Oh no. Oh, go, go.
Well, hey, I put it this way: if Rustic's in the room, he's going to backlash the basketball game.
That's what happened. Rustic got up here. Something changed.
Rustic, Avid, what I got is I got like a disco red, which is a glittery red, but it's a dark red. And then I got a candy apple red. And then I got one that's called June Bug, which is a darker maroon, but it has some like blue flake in it.
That'd be all right. That one, the darker maroon with the flakes in it would be perfect.
I'll color a couple of those tomorrow, and I'll send you a picture and see if it's like what you're wanting. And I can blend a few colors to make custom colors. It just takes a little time. I had to make my own purple because I couldn't find a purple that I liked.
Yeah,
all the purples were like had too much lavender in them, and I wanted a darker purple.
Tomorrow, if I can, I'll see if I can find the color I have in my jigs.
Yeah, if you can find a jig that is that color that you want, just send me a picture of it, and then I'll look for the powder. And if it's something that I can't get, I can get pretty close sometimes.
Go. Dude. Really?
It's like, trial and error sometimes. The bad thing is some of these, fool you, like, that's a darker gray, but it looks white until you color it. Until you put heat to it.
Here's a
And
question
then,
for you.
see, like, this one looks like a solid color, but once you do it, it's a candy. So powder's kind of weird sometimes.
There's a question for you from Solo.
Yeah.
You see it on the screen?
Send me a few.
Chunk it.
To try
Sorry.
to do, or how much do they cost? Well, Solo, just send me an email to doublehookangling@gmail. I don't know if you heard what that door is. Doublehookangling@gmail. Send me a email of your address or whatever you want, and I'll get it going.
He also wants to know if you have a site.
I am. My site is being made. My website is being made. I'm hoping within the next week, but within the next 2 weeks, it should be going just fine.
That's good.
I've been back and forth with the designer, and so he's doing the collage and doing that kind of stuff and building it. He's been sending me stuff, asking me if I like it, if I need to do any changes, and then of course asking for like the bio and stuff like that. So, but the website's getting there. It just takes time for these things.
Oh yeah.
It's only taken me 10 years to get where I'm at. So
a good website is not done overnight.
no.
Nah.
And it's like all things, everything costs money. You just can't go, hey, build me a website. You got to go, hey, we need to negotiate what this is, and what are we going to do for this? Am I going to get charged for, you got to go through all of that. So,
Yeah, Solo says, okay, thank you, Dave, but we'll do.
yeah, no worries, bud. No worries at all. But hey, I appreciate all y'all. I appreciate you letting me come up, Avid.
Oh, like I said, you're always welcome up here.
Yeah. Well, I should say I appreciate you inviting me up here.
But don't worry, I will be doing a live of a tutorial of StreamYard.
Oh yeah. We really need to do one of those because like I said, when it comes to this stuff, I'm doing the best I can, but I'm kind of an idiot. So
Well,
can,
it also depends on.
Can I do a shameless
I
plug
can
for tomorrow?
rebuild things like this with no problem.
Do a shameless plug for tomorrow night.
I have no
Hey.
problem working on stuff like that. But when
I
it
can
comes
rebuild
to
a car too
to
if I wanted
computers,
to.
I'm lost.
I can rebuild a car too if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But it also has to deal with what kind of monthly plan you have on StreamYard too.
Well, right now I don't have nothing.
No, you're running off the free plan, right?
Yeah. But like I said, I'm in the process of getting all this stuff going, and I'll have a plan to StreamYard to where I could have my own little, icon in the corner type thing and all that.
Right.
But I think it makes it to where you can do the giveaway and everything else easier too if you're
Good night,
subscribed,
Jason.
right?
Huh?
So it makes it easier just to use StreamYard if you're subscribed to StreamYard and pay a monthly fee to StreamYard, right?
Right, because once you start paying for StreamYard, you get more unlimited hours instead of 20 hours a month, and you can have up to 10 people on panel instead of 5. And you'll lose the StreamYard banner, and you can put your own banner up there in the corner.
Yeah, right on.
And it gives you a lot more options you can work with.
Yeah. Well, right on. Well, hey, Happy New Year's, everybody. I greatly appreciate you having.
You're welcome.
So,
See you next year, Double Hook.
yeah.
Take care, Dave.
We'll see you, Uncle Don. We'll see you, Coastal and Backlash. You guys take care and give Panda a hug from me.
Just remember, tomorrow night I'll have Jeff Beal as a guest.
Tomorrow night?
Yep.
Right on. I got your bell on, so it's pretty easy to remember. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you.
StreamYard
Bye.
decides to jackwagon you.
Yeah, right. We'll see you, bud.
See ya. Rustic Outdoors says, "Good Lord, get a shirt on, Backlash."
What did you say?
Yeah, must have shared when a little bit. Well, so Beacon. Oh,
Sounds like Coastal's falling asleep.
starting to.
It's way past her bedtime.
Wait. See, that is what you're supposed to.
That's
Just-
an interference call all day long.
Don't you want to slap him sometime, Coastal?
No. Well, we're kind of on it. Well, right now we're kind of opposing teams. He's on Ohio State. I'm with Georgia. But how Ohio State just like chunked the ball, Georgia should have just let it go. Instead of, I don't know.
So who's winning?
Ow! Don't be off in their face, dude.
Pretty much tackled him before the ball ever got there.
Interfering with a passing. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, if anybody
Sorry.
wants to join us up on panel, the link is pinned at the top of chat, so feel free to come up.
Mhm.
Is that why you keep biting your tongue?
What?
Because one of your players is messing up? You go from that good face to that real tasteless like.
Yeah. I'm just like, "Arr!"
Yeah, you get that real off the wall goofy look when something goes wrong. That look. Like you want to pop up and say something, but you won't.
Oh, yeah. I get it. I know most people, when they see whatever, like, you like football? Yeah. Mostly college. There's a few pro teams here and there I like, but I like college football.
Yeah. I understand that.
Because I'm kind of proud of our local college, ECU Pirates. They won, was it the, what bowl did they get to? Lord,
You love
I done
me.
forgot. Lord, they went to Alabama to play, or no, Louisiana to play.
No, they're in Birmingham.
Birmingham Bowl. There we go. That was it.
I don't know what the bowl was, but it was in Birmingham, Alabama.
They got all the
10-yard line.
bowl games playing.
So Don, how's Miss Paulette doing?
That's a big mess.
She's doing pretty good. She has some back problems right now, but seems like we both can't get healthy at the same time.
One gets healthy, the other one goes down.
Yeah. She found out the other day that sometime back she must have fractured her back
Ow.
and things kind of slipped out of place. So she was in pain for a couple of days, but it seems to be better today. I told her she'd just sit and relax and not do so much. She'd probably feel better faster, but she can't sit still very long.
Yeah, probably because of the pain, but if you put a hot pad on her back, she'd probably do really good.
Yeah, she likes the ice, and then they gave her some lidocaine patches to put on it. So she's doing a little better.
That's
Oh,
cool.
borderline for no 5 again.
I'm
But I
surprised
think
Rustic hasn't come up yet.
I think Patches loves me.
That was close.
Nobody's even making any noise for you to get your attention.
Oh, really?
Well, the
No.
zipper pull's more important to her right now.
Not decent sight.
Her attention span's about this long. She
Yeah,
starts
I see
something,
that.
and 2 minutes
That was
later,
hard to
she's, oh, I see something else I'd rather
go.
do.
Uh-huh. That's puppies for you.
She's pretty good for only being, well, she's 9 weeks old now,
Wow.
but she follows me all over, and she sits and she comes to her name and
That's good.
tears the house apart. No, not really, but she's real playful.
Oh, yeah.
But out here, all her toys are in the house, so when she's out here, it's just me that she chews on.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, that was not
Defenseless receiver.
that.
And it was his head. And
Ew,
knocked him out.
that wasn't needed.
She knows how she can get away, what she can get away with in what room of the house.
No.
Oh, she's really smart. She she learns fast, but she unlearns just as fast.
I bet you do.
But you can see my hands are. I finally clipped her little nails off. They were like little fish hooks. She'd paw at me and she'd get those little things stuck in my skin and just rip it.
Oh, puppy
Ouch.
claws, when they're babies, they're like hypodermic needles.
Yeah. She's starting to learn when I say ow, she quits.
That's good.
Well, I may hop down.
She's
Get
just
myself
about
ready for
ready to
bed.
go to bed.
All right.
Y'all have a happy new year.
Have a happy new year.
Thank you, Coastal.
Night.
Tell
Stop messing
Backlash
with
if
the
he
throw
eats
pillow.
his tell Backlash if he eats his peas, he won't backlash as much.
Right.
What?
The sweet peas. You might want
It-
backlash.
It'll improve his eyesight.
I'll keep
It
that
will.
laughing before I do that.
But the only thing I could put them in, and he's okay with like shepherd's pie. I'll put that in there. Put those in there, and that about might be the only time he'll eat them. But
Well, hey, just let Backlash with a throw pillow for me.
ugh. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Happy New Year.
Oh, you're supposed to hit him with it, not him hit you. Bye. I just watched Backlash abuse his wife. Throwing a pillow at her.
Oh,
Yeah, those fish hatchery videos you did were really great. I loved watching them.
I was going to tell Backlash if he comes fishing with me next month, I would almost guarantee he wouldn't backlash, but then I thought better of saying that. Even fishing down a hole, he might backlash.
Well, if he didn't backlash, he'd teach you how to backlash. Because there's not a reel that he owns that he can't backlash. He either backlashes them or makes an eagle's nest out of them. Well, he did kind of name his channel, right?
Pardon?
He did name his channel, right? Backlash Fishing.
Oh, I did that a time or two already. Most of the time I can get them out, but there's been times where I look at it and say it's not worth the time. I got
half the
more
time
line at home.
Half the time he has to cut the line out and just re-spool it
Mhm.
because you can't get it out. So after
So you
watching
doing
him,
any
say what?
you doing any fishing soon?
I'm going to be doing some fishing here soon. I'm just going to put work more on the back burner so I can start doing more fishing. Because I want to do more fishing. I miss it.
Yeah, so do I. My goal is to get everything ready for next Saturday. It's supposed to be a little warmer, but I need to fill propane tanks, get heaters running, get everything out of storage, rig all the poles. I haven't used them in 2 years, and
Yeah. But you be
Yeah.
safe out there. If you're not feeling good, don't go out. We want
yeah, I got a good set of chains on my shoes that the only time I've slipped on the ice with them is I always take them off before I get in the truck, and I took them off and forgot I had my regular shoes on and took a step and away I went.
Whee!
But
Butt City to the ground, huh?
yeah,
And that's
once
not
I
a
get
good
the
feeling.
once I get the tent up and the heaters going, that's I throw stuff down on the floor so it doesn't get quite so slippery. But
Yeah, like sawdust or something.
I usually some type of carpeting. I used to have those horsehair carpets,
Oh, those are nice.
doormats, and they kind of insulated my feet from the ice some too. But
Right. Those work great.
yeah, once we get the heater going, it starts melting the top of the ice, and with that water on top, it gets pretty slick. But
Uh-huh.
we got a
Yeah,
lot of
well-
snow on the ice this year, so
And that
Might be
horsehair
worse.
carpet likes to soak up that water.
yeah. Yeah, they really work good. They don't freeze down real hard where usually you can just grab them and tug a little bit and pull them back up.
Yeah. flick them a
lot of
little
peop-
bit, that water comes out of the horse hair real quick.
Yeah, a
It
lot
don't
of
take
people.
much to drain them.
Yeah, a lot of people use those rubber mats that you can put together like a jigsaw puzzle
Yeah.
and cover the floor.
Those things get soaking wet. They're no good anymore.
Yeah, once they get wet, they start freezing, and you got the same problem, and then you
Mm-hmm.
have such a problem pulling them back up off the ice.
Yeah, because they start ripping and tearing.
Good.
That's the only bad thing about those rubber mats, because they don't do any good. But the horsehair welcome mats and carpet are really good for ice.
I was gonna buy me an ice house this year, but one thing that's kept me is like this year with all the drifting snow and stuff we had, you can't pull them out on ice. You'll get stuck every time, and
Uh-huh.
so only once in a while does the ice conditions allow you to really pull them out there and set them up. So
Right.
I end up going back to the tent one, and I usually can drive out with the truck, but
Oh, yeah.
we'll see. This year I couldn't get, or yet today I went out and looked, and I couldn't get within probably 100 yards of the boat ramps and stuff. Snow was probably 3 foot plus deep all over, and
Wow.
can't get out of the ice that way. And it's a long walk and a cold walk to drag it all out there and wait for, then set it up and start getting it warmed up.
Yeah.
I like putting the tent up and getting the heaters going and then sit in the truck where it's warm until it warms up.
How long does it normally take a tent to get warmed up inside?
Oh, that don't take 15, 20 minutes. And I just use a big buddy heater. My tent is pretty big, but it doesn't take long to warm it up in there.
It ain't too bad.
It stays, I would say, I can dress like this, just a vest and a t-shirt, and stay warm in there.
Oh, I'm sure.
But I got this wild idea that I might go out and maybe I'll pack enough stuff. Maybe I'll stay for a couple days.
Oh,
I guess I should do that, Buck.
yeah.
It's been over a year now.
Oh, I
Doesn't
understand.
bother me. I don't see it.
You don't see it, but other people do.
Would it make it your New Year's better? Oops. Oops.
It probably could.
There you go. Never did read it.
What is it?
Just a tag for the chair.
Oh, okay.
I think I figured out how to work it by now.
What kind of chair is it?
A DPS. My son got it for me last year for Christmas. It's a gaming chair.
Oh, that's the chair similar to what I got.
Yeah, it's supposed to have an adjustable headrest. I ain't figured that out yet, though.
Mine
Guess
don't
I'll
have.
have, guess I'll have to look at it some more. I'm glad I made your.
Mine don't have an adjustable headrest.
I don't think mine does either. The tag says it does, but I guess I'll have to look at it closer. I adjusted it and feels fine to me, and I haven't messed with it.
Hey, we got CBA in the house. Saying
Hey,
hello,
Fresno.
hello, Don. I watched his video earlier he did of an unboxing from John Euler.
Mhm. Well, I see. Lance must have packed it in. I wonder if he caught anything tonight.
I don't know if he did or not. I've been watching him on the TV and I didn't see anything.
I used to be able to do all that on my TV, and my grandsons came in and they wanted to watch a football game, and they changed all my settings, and now I don't know how to change them back to get it to work again.
See, I don't let my great nieces and nephews do that to my TV.
They don't ask me.
Oh, I put my foot down when I seen it. I tell them put the settings back to where you got it from.
That was the problem. They don't remember how to put it back. They just know how to do what they wanted to do, and then they forget how to put it back.
Yeah, because they want it left it that way, so when they come in, they can watch their football.
Yeah. Yeah, they did it to Weiss TV just before Christmas, and I figured, oh well, it's her TV. She don't let me watch it anyhow. I
Yeah,
can watch what she's watching, but
I'm sure she let them have it too.
well, she must have figured it out. She's got all her set up. She knows how she likes it, and I don't mess with it.
Yeah.
I was going to use her, I think it's an iPad or something for doing some of my lives, and she has it set up real weird, and I couldn't figure it out. And so I never did use it. Up, the baby's down for the count. She's ready to go to bed.
So she's ready to go inside, huh?
No, I threw a coat of mine on the floor, an old one I've had for 20 some years, and she just really likes going over there and laying on it. So
Oh, okay.
I guess I must smell good.
It's a smell she loves.
Mm. Well, I'm really excited about taking her fishing this year. She's
That's good.
supposed to be a good swimmer. She's got webbed feet, and she'll get about knee high, so
Yeah,
not
the
that
biggest-
big.
The bigger she'll get, the farther out she'll go.
Yeah. I just have to teach her to hang her butt over the edge of the pontoon when she has to go.
That's gonna be a hell of a trick. That's gonna be a hell of a trick to teach her.
Yeah, my luck, she'll want to jump up over the fence and into the water.
Yeah, then you're gonna have
I'll have to keep going back after her.
a wet rag doll.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing not real great about them is they have a tendency to get wet.
Oh yeah, when they get wet with all that hair,
Yeah.
that's a mess.
I'll shave her down to about an inch long. Not right now, but eventually I'll shave her down. Then that'll last for about 2 to 3 months. I'm
Yeah.
not.
You
She
gonna shave her
doesn't
down
eat.
springtime or early summer?
Yeah, whenever she's about ready. She's not quite ready for a haircut yet, but unless
Yeah.
she gives me a terrible hard time, then I'll take her to the groomer.
You're gonna wait until warmer months before you do that.
Yeah, because they're not supposed to blow dry her or brush her out like you would a poodle.
Yeah, because she'll be a fluffy marshmallow when they're done.
Yeah, she's supposed to have the curly, rustic look to her. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, those kind of dogs you don't hit them with a blow dryer.
No, it kind of ruins their.
It ruins the hair and it won't go back the way it was when you wash them again.
Yeah, see, a poodle, you try to brush it straight, take all the curls out, so when you clip them, you get a nice smooth clip. But
Right.
these aren't supposed to be clipped that way, and it affects the. It won't absorb as much water if you don't brush it out straight.
Right. But those are the only dogs that you basically leave alone.
Yeah,
Clippers. You just leave the hair the way it is and they're good.
yeah. Something's making noise, and I can't figure out what it is.
Oh, that's probably my live well in the background. You hear water?
No,
I was gonna say if you hear water in the background, that's my live well.
yeah, it could be. No, it's something that either in the garage here or in the kitchen.
Okay, could be your wife in the kitchen.
Yeah, she might have started a dishwasher, but
Could be.
if that's the case, something's bouncing around because it's. I normally can never hear it.
They probably a pot or pan in there that didn't get set right. And those water jets are just bouncing around in there.
Yeah, she went to the store tonight, and I was getting ready to make supper, and they had live lobsters for $18 a piece. I said, "Shit, that's just as cheap as going out for fast food anymore." So she
Yeah,
bought two of them, and I cooked them up, and so we had lobster and French fries, and we're gonna watch a movie, and then the dog decided she wanted the attention, so I was trying to keep up with her.
good luck with that.
Yeah. Well, I can take her in now and put her in her kennel, and she'll sleep till morning.
Oh yeah.
And if we don't get up, she won't do anything. But as soon as she hears us up, she kind of whines, and barks a little bit. And when you let her out, you better take her straight outside because she's got to go.
Uh-huh. You don't, you're gonna have a big mess in the house to clean up.
She doesn't mind the cold weather, though. She goes out there and jumps in the snow, and it's funny. She jumps up and all four legs straight up in the air, and then she kind of dives forward.
How deep is the snow up there?
Oh, it's hard to tell because it blew so much, but right at the end of my patio is probably over 4 feet.
Wow.
And there's a lot of places where they plowed through the snowbanks that are probably 4 or 5 feet above the top of my truck. So it's then the next place you go, the wind blew it completely off the roads, and ditches are all full already. But we're
I'm sure.
supposed to be getting another one here coming. So I'm ready. I went out and filled up with some winter fuel today, and
That's good.
truck's ready to go.
This time of year, I always keep my tank full. Tank full of gas. Because you
I
never
do.
know.
I had a half tank, so I filled it up with number one diesel, and then next time I'll fill it up with 50/50 or regular diesel and keep a winter mix in there. But they replaced the heater in it, the head bolt heater, and it was on recall, and I waited over a year for parts to get in, and they replaced it, but I don't think it works. Those cold days, boy, it just barely cranked over. So I got to take it in and make them check it again. But it did start, even as cold as it was. Well, I guess I better take her in and get her put down for the night and tuck Paulette in for the night.
Yeah, give Paulette a love.
I sure will, Avid. She appreciated you contacting her.
Hey, you and her are both family, so it's what we do. I'm just glad to see you back home.
Yeah, some great people in here. Great family.
We got some amazing people in here.
If I didn't have my phone so messed up when I went down to the hospital, I could have maybe caught some lives and stuff, but they kept me pretty busy. It was, you think you go there, you just lay around, but they get you doing this and doing that. And then you got to get your meals ordered. And then they wake you up at all hours of the night, check on you. So time went real fast.
All right, good night, Solo. Have a happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Solo.
Well, I'm gonna let you get out of here. I'm gonna get off here and kick back and relax.
All right. Well, everybody that's in chat, Happy New Year, and we'll see you next year. Be bigger and better.
Next year to be tomorrow night at 7:00 with Fishing with Jeff Beal.
Okay. I don't know why I get notices people are live, but it's always an hour after they go live before I get notices.
It'd be 7 p.m. Central Time.
Okay. All right, Avid. Well, thank you for allowing me to come up tonight. And
You're more than welcome, buddy. You're welcome up here anytime you want.
oh, I know what that noise is now. It just dawned on me. Fireworks.
Oh yeah, people shooting fireworks out earlier.
Everybody's blowing off fireworks already.
It's not even time yet. It's only 10:22.
Yeah, well, they've been blowing them off for a while. There's a firework place not real far from here, but they seemed 4th of July and New Year's, they seem to blow off a lot of fireworks up there. Too bad I can't see them, but
I bet you they do too.
Yeah. If they shoot them off the Capitol building, I can see them from outside, but after so many years, fireworks don't excite me that much.
No, they don't. I don't even get excited by fireworks anymore.
Yeah, Abbott, you need to have Solo in one of your lives one of these days.
I'm going to plan on it. I'm planning
All
on
right.
getting him up in one of these days.
All right. Thank you all. And Happy New Year. And we'll see you in the new year bigger and better than I've been in years.
Yeah. I'll be glad to see you in some tournaments this coming year.
You bet.
All right, all. Good night. Tight lines. Happy New Year's and be safe out there. And God bless you all.